That's right, we're heading to Kansas this week where I hope to exchange the deer tag I drew for some venison. One of the most exciting things this week is the Kansas tag in my pocket happens to be a rifle tag. So I'm bringing along the Red Arrow Weapons or Raw 308 to see if we can't smack one of these big old Kansas bucks.
That's a good deer.
The temperatures are dropping, so the deer are really starting to rely heavy on this feed. When the temperatures are dropping, it's colder.
I got those. Since I watched everything we did, we're not going to see a deer.
Just like back when I was in the dating world, I picked out the biggest one and I was going to try to take her home.
Dumped her. Red Arrow Weapons 308, 300 yards. Dumped her, son. I'm on him. All right, right there. Yes, sir, baby.
Oh my gosh, Marv.
A brute of a Kansas deer.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt. And I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
This week on the show, boys and girls, we're not going to not be in Kansas anymore. That's right, we're heading to Kansas this week where I hope to exchange the deer tag I drew for some venison. But you know, I'm not the first man of European descent to travel a ridiculous number of miles in search of treasure in Kansas. Spanish conquistador Francisco de Coronado traveled all the way from Mexico to Kansas, only to find out that his fabled city of gold was just a lie. Hopefully our trip goes better, huh?
We're not going to see a deer.
Unlike Coronado's fabled city, however, I know that the treasure I'm after is real and it's all over Kansas. Giant whitetail deer and delicious Casey's breakfast pizza.
Kill big bucks and have pizza parties. This is kind of what I do. It's kind of my thing.
This week's going to be a lot of fun. I'm bringing my brother from another mother, Lucas, with me. Y'all have seen him on the show before. We're going to be hunting with my good buddies Brian and Cody Watson this week, and Rob and Susan Atkinson have got an amazing piece of property out here that they're gracious enough to let us come hunt every year, and we always have a good time, and we've killed some really nice bucks over the years. One of the most exciting things this week is the Kansas tag in my pocket happens to be a rifle tag, so I'm bringing along the Red Arrow Weapons or Raw 308 to see if we can't smack one of these big old Kansas bucks. That night we rolled into camp just in time to have a big old steak dinner and catch up with Brian and Cody and the guys before our hunt the next morning.
Man, that's gonna be great.
We are set up in a really good spot this first morning. This time of year, it's early December. The temperatures are dropping, so the deer are really starting to rely heavy on this feed. When the temperatures are dropping, it's colder. This is different for me, man. If I'm in the Midwest, typically I'm bow hunting. And I drew a rifle tag this year, so I'm not gonna pass up that opportunity. We're waiting on something kind of special. Y'all know I'm lying. The first 5-year-old deer, the 4-year-old deer that walks out is probably gonna get dumped. Nah, I'm gonna wait on the decent one. Unless I don't. One thing I did know about the deer we saw was they were a long way off. So when we broke for lunch that day, I figured we better go out and bust out the Caldwell AR-500 steel, set it out there at 300-400 yards, and make sure we can deliver accurate rounds out of this 308. We've got a couple of different grains of Federal Premium Fusion, and we're going to see which grain bullet the 308 likes the best. In other words, we're going to see which bullet groups the best out of my particular rifle.
Light the fuse and run now, brother, 'cause you ain't got a lot of time. Don't you act surprised when it all goes to hell on your dime. Maybe you can stand tall enough to look the devil eye to eye.
Tiger bomber's coming inside.
Make you get away quick so you don't have to answer why. The bells will ring and the flames will fly.
That one was dead on the money.
There's a fury in the big black sky. The wind will blow and the rain will fall.
Touching hose.
Are we waiting for the thunder?
She's dead on the money.
When we came in that evening, we got to catch up with Rob and Susan, who were nice enough to let us hunt their awesome land out here, as well as got a good dinner and then put together a pretty good strategy for in the morning. We're heading to a place we call the Sliver, and I really like this spot. It's an area that I killed a really good buck just a couple years ago. So with 2 days left in the hunt, what better place to go get in the stand? I don't really have any particular deer in mind that I'm looking for. I just want a big frame, heavy horn buck. Anything that fits that bill is getting clapped. We got a whole patch of them side goggling beard wobblers coming this way. I got those in different area codes. There's a bunch of deer over here. That's a good buck. Right here, our back right. I don't know what he is. He's got all kind of trash, it looks like. This is a deer I probably would have shot. He had some cool stuff going on. He had some trash, some splits. He looked really good from about 500 yards away. And the problem was, even to get a good look at him, I had a bunch of obstruction in my way. Definitely couldn't get a shot because of the trees. If he gets into a comfortable range shooting out the window of that box blind, I'm going to lay him down. Now, I don't really like to hunt out of a box blind because it's difficult to film out of, and I just don't like being cooped up. I'm kind of thankful for it this morning in this wind. It's pretty chilly this morning. It's spitting snow. When you've got good conditions like this and the deer up and they're moving and it's this time of year and you're on a 3-day hunt, it's important to stick it out, stay in the blind, stay in the woods, and put in your time. You got to put in your time. But I mean, a man's got to eat, and there was like breakfast pizza 5 minutes down the road. 15 minutes is not going to ruin your hunt. Or it might. Could be worth it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. 1 hour later. Oh my god, that was a horrible idea. Oh, I should have just rubbed it on my face instead. Alright, we're back here in this box blind in a little spot we call a sliver. I had a big buck come in this morning. It was cold and snowing this morning. Did a little lumberjack work, cut some limbs and some trees down and give us a straight shot. It's about 380 yards to the back timberline. See how she goes. There's a lot of good deer in here. There's a good buck. Good buck. Really good buck. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Let's chase him down. Well, we got back in the blind after our pizza run, and it didn't take long at all for the deer to start moving. But all the deer came out from behind us, in between us and where we parked the truck. We noticed in this group of deer, there's a pretty good buck in the back. So now it's the Chinese fire drill to get in position to shoot this deer if he's good enough. Chase him down.
He's a stud, dude. Holy crap. Man, that all happened so fast, and I was sitting, we were set up to shoot this way. There's another buck. We were set up to shoot the wrong way. And dude, I got the worst. I got down in here and I'm like half kneeling, half standing, can't reach the gun, and I get this like, I got a cramp in my hamstring right when he ran up. Oh my gosh. I put it right on his front shoulder and pulled the trigger though. I mean, it all happened quick, but. Came in chasing the doe and that was chaos. Man, let's look at the footage. Yes, sir, baby. Let's look at all these other deer just chilling. Let's look at the footage and see what kind of hit we got.
This was intense, not because the shot was exceptionally far or anything else, but just because of the scramble that me and Lucas had to get in this blind. Keep in mind, Lucas is like in the 98th percentile for height. That joker is like 6'15", man. This deer is absolutely smoked. But if I wanted to get really picky, where I like to place that bullet is more into the front shoulder in this situation. The deer is just a grunt, maybe 1/4 and 2, almost perfectly broadside, and I double lunged him just like you would an archery shot. Now with a rifle, I like to get all up in that shoulder and break down their wheels while I destroy their vitals. A couple reasons: less of a tracking job, and for the video it just looks more impressive. But hey, a double lung shot is still a lethal shot. And this deer we knew was not going to make it out of that CRP.
Low. What I do see? No. A big old rat sticking up, baby. Oh, I see him right now.
I knew I kept your tall rear end around for a reason.
Oh, good job, buddy. 50 yards.
No, what? Oh, look at that, man. That's sweet. 150 yards, day 2, Kansas.
Look at this stud of a deer. Holy cow. I mean, a brute of a Kansas deer. Oh, thank you, Lord. Look at that. Dude, when he turned and I saw that blocking noggin with this great big old thing, my heart was about to pound out of my chest, man. Oh my gosh, Marv.
Come on,
What?
baby. No, I didn't even see the other stickers. Look at that thing.
What?
Holy.
Mainframe 8, he's got all that. That's cool, man.
Good job,
Hey,
buddy.
look.
That's my man.
Hey, dude.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm rolling with the best in the business right now. I just want y'all to know. We have a good time when we hunt. And this 308 is a tack driver. We took it out yesterday, or the day before, in ring and steel at 300 just to make sure it was on. And it's on. I just wanted to show y'all. Pretty good birthday present. Say hi to Brian and B-Dub and C-Dub here. Man, it felt good to get the first deer kill with the Red Arrow Weapons 308, but don't think for a second that this Kansas hunt is over, because I still got a doe tag. You know your boy's gonna take care of you. We're gonna see some doe busting before it's all over with. For the evening hunt, we decided to slide up through those little ponds, spot and stalk our way through that, and if we made it to the edge of the cornfield, we were gonna set up brush Lucas in the camera end. I was gonna lay out prone in the edge of the cornfield and see if one of these deer could ease its way into about 200-300 yards.
What you need to be doing is not worrying about Chaz Weinhold, who's in the Hall of Fame. Funerals? Y'all throwing a wedding every now and then, but funerals is where it's at. Oh, please, Lord, send us a doe. This is the best setup possible.
That far tree line is about 500 yards, so where we were hoping these deer were going to come out, we were going to need them to close the distance by about 100 or 200 yards so that we could get decent enough footage of them. I mean, that's a long way.
I hear somebody says they don't like to shoot does.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. More for me and you.
We've been set up here waiting for 3 days now. Morale's starting to get pretty low. We got people shooting at us from behind, taking fire from the rear. We're not gonna see a deer. Those deer are probably better than that fence line. Watched us do every bit of this. They probably watched everything we did.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and crack one of these does at about 300 yards. And just like back when I was in the dating world, I picked out the biggest one and I was gonna try to take her home.
Alright, I'm gonna hold that 300 hash mark a little bit low. Okay. I'm on her. You just let me know. Alright, here we go. Ready? Yep, ready. Wait till she settles. She's got her head up.
Dumped her, baby.
Red Arrow Weapons 308, 300 yards. Dumped her, son. A little bit of steel practice wasn't a bad idea the other day, was it?
No, not at all.
Did you see her go down? Now that's what I was talking about shot placement right there, boys and girls. When you have time, make sure you break those wheels down. Just out here in Kansas, making killing does great again. That's a great big old doe too, man. She'll eat good. What you think, Mark? That was fun, wasn't it?
That was awesome, dude. That was a crazy shot. I've never seen like that.
That was crazy. That's fun. Man, we had a great time in Kansas this week doing a little gunslinging. It was a nice change of pace, but I got to thank Brian and Cody and Susan and Rob and everybody else that we enjoyed camp with. We had an absolute ball. And y'all don't forget, don't take this for granted, man. We're out there having a bunch of fun. We're shooting AR-10s at whitetail deer, living life. But don't forget, there's people all in this country that A, hate this country, and B, want to take your rights away so that you can't do anything close to what we did today. And you can't speak your mind. You can't speak freely. You can't own a firearm to defend yourself or your family or defend your country from tyranny. I just wanted to leave y'all with that message as a friendly little reminder to get up off your butt and go fight for this country and fight for what you love and fight for your rights as a hunter and as an American. And hopefully, if it's still legal, or really if it ain't, we'll just do a pirate broadcast to Red Arrow from somewhere. But y'all gonna see us right back here killing some more stuff next week, having a good time. Don't forget to stop by the online store on the way out. Keep the lights on in here for a little bit longer. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.